Hi guys, here we go to open up the Delta Cruiser 2241, the newest model, the second generation of this saw. So okay, finally unboxed. Looks in good condition. It has the space-saving articulated arms. As far as I know, the second generation has some better stabilization on the arms. There were complaints that there was horizontal movement when fully extended. Also, it has an LED shadow for aligning the cut. Those are two major improvements. There may be others that I don't know about. I'm sure there are. so this version is a 10-inch. I was considering going with the 12-inch, but I believe that the larger blade could create more deflection on cuts without any stock on both sides or very little. And that it has such a large sliding cut that a 12-inch blade really wouldn't give me a major amount of advantage, and it would add to the weight and the cost of the blades and the portability that included with the weight. So this is 55 or 56 pounds. It's completely manageable. I'm going to be having it in my shop. It won't be a on-site saw, so I am not too worried about portability, but I am very concerned about space. I don't have enough space for a saw that I probably would have gotten, a DeWalt, with this dual sliders in the back, had I have 2 more feet. So I chose to go with the best saw I could find. I don't believe this is the optimal saw. It doesn't have as good of squareness of cut reproducibility that the DeWalt does, or other ones with 2, I guess, tubes, sliding tubes that protrude in the back. Or the one that does save space, the Capex, is just not in my range of affordability. So I compromised. It was either this, the Makita with sliding arms. However, the Makita has 2 arms that are nearly vertical, which I thought was not good for horizontal stability, which is the most important. Vertical stability, not so important, being that most of your cuts are going to be through cuts. And I don't know how Festool does that, gets it stable. They also have nearly vertical tubes for it to slide on. And the other one, the Bosch, looked like it had a decent setup, 2 arms that were basically perpendicular to one another, whereas these are 2 arms, they are perpendicular but coming off at a 45 from the base, from the vertical. So let's see. Ooh, very smooth. The reviews I read said that the arms were very smooth, and that's the case. Definitely doesn't take much. The up and down motion, very smooth as well. If I pull it up here and look at, I can move it horizontally for sure, but I think if I'm placing pressure, intending to place pressure directly perpendicular to the fence, I'll see. I'll do the 5-cut method to determine how square I can make my cuts on this. But it looks like it's cutting well. Well, I mean, it's moving well, not cutting well. The miter cuts, it slides easily, has many indents, and the indents are aluminum, so that's good. It should stand up to the test of time. It looks like I've got over 50 degrees on the left side and 60 on the right. I have slided, the fences are tall and sliding. I'm a little concerned that the sliding fence may not stay square. I'll have to see later if that's the case. Okay, so it looks like, and there's a handle here maybe for carrying. Looks like that's a handle for it. It's too heavy to pick up, not far away from my body. No, where does it lock it up? locks, no. Not sure where it locks. Locks, the articulated arm locks there, or you can lock it farther out. Okay, so that's for just having as a crosscut saw with no movement. And you can lock it out at another setting if you want to have the center of the blade farther out. That's an interesting feature. Okay. All right. Yes, it's got push button. The bevel control is supposed to be on the front. I'm not sure how to work that yet. That's going to take a little bit of time. Don't know what that is. Okay. Oh. Right. Okay, there's a lock where it's centered, and then bevel unlocking is on the front. The gauge is very clear. Yeah, no indents on the bevel as far as, oh, there are, yes. There are indents. That's 22 and a half. 33.9. And then I have to slide this out to get the 45. Okay, there's the 45. Got to come out for the motor. Okay. Oh, that's gonna. I think that will have to come off to do a 45 on that side. Yes. Okay, but it seems the sliding fence is made of aluminum, cast aluminum. And then that's back vertical, locked into place. Okay, so this allows you to lock at any, those are the presets with a 22.5, 45, and 33.9. And this allows you to set it at any angle. Very smooth action. It does not have a big base, but since I'm keeping it in the shop, that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, well, stay tuned. I will soon put up another video to let y'all know how this saw is working for me. Alright, it's not the cheapest saw, but it looks like it saves quite a bit of space. Let me measure from the very back to the foot is 19 inches, 20 to be safe. So a 20-inch top, most countertops are 24, so that should be fine to fit on any standard counter. Or wall adjacent workbench. and the front protrudes from the way back out to 30 inches, including the knob. I'm excited to use this saw. I really like the design. It looks cool, so I hope it is cool. There's no doubt there's horizontal movement. Whether or not that turns into a cut out of square by using a technique where I'm focusing my effort perpendicular to the fence remains to be seen. So I'll let you all know how it turns out. I'll do some 5-cut technique to determine the squareness of the cut, and we'll see what happens. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.